Hey guys, it's Ashley here at Utah Trikes, and today we're going to talk about quad. And this here is the RevolUTion eQuad. We make these in a lot of different configurations. This one here is set up with pedals on it, a 1,000-watt motor, and 10-speed derailleur gearing. It's full suspension with 2 coilover shocks in the back and 2 spring shocks in the front. And of course, you know it guys, it's got the fat tires. One thing that comes up a lot on these quads is how far can we upgrade these? How much can we do? Well, Garrett's actually taking pictures of one right now. Let's go take a look and see if maybe we can catch it for a ride. You need some help getting that off? Oh, this thing's a big beast. Before we get started putting some cameras on this, I wanted to put these two next to each other so you could kind of see some of the stark differences here. So again, this here is our standard eQuad, and this one here is a custom build that we just finished up, and it looks quite a bit bigger, but in reality, we're just 17 inches longer. But then we've upped the size of the tires. Even though they're not fat tires, we've got 26-inch diameter tires here. And of course, the big difference here you can see is we've got this rear passenger seat. So this custom build's actually one of our simpler customizations where we've lengthened the frame during the building, and then we've added this extra seat back there. In the past, we've also lengthened the frame to add extra cargo capacity, that kind of thing. So we're gonna strap some cameras to this, and then we're gonna take it for a ride. Okay guys, so we've got 8 cameras mounted on this rig. We're gonna go take this out, and I figured we might as well bring Hayden, who is the quad team lead. He's the guy that built this, so I'm gonna let him drive it.
Yeah.
I'm putting my life in your hands, buddy. You know, since this is our first test ride of this, we probably should wear helmets.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Probably a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some helmets.
Safety first.
All right. I've got the Forgotten Not Gone helmet there for you.
Yep.
And I'm gonna wear my super bright and shiny
high vis
helmet. All right, so I get to be the rear passenger, guys. I'm gonna get on this chariot here, and you know, we put these armrests on there. I feel really snug.
Nice and secure.
I'm riding in style, guys. What's this? Woohoo! Hayden, this is a totally crazy, different experience for me. I've ridden a lot of trikes and I've ridden a lot of quads, but not as a passenger. This is crazy. This is, you know.
No, that's a luxurious seat back there.
Yeah, I mean, I really do feel like I'm a little spoiled right now. I want to talk a little bit about this quad. First of all, this quad, while it feels and seems drastically different from a lot of the other quads that we build, it's really not, right?
No, yeah, really putting it together is pretty much the same. It just has an extra seat. Just like one of the frames pretty much just extended out.
So you went out, my understanding is we went out 17 inches longer, right?
Yeah.
The width is the same, right? We're using the same motor under seat, 1,000-watt Bafang motor that we typically use. The way that we normally set up these eQuads is we've got the front mounted pedal system. That's our new setup, right?
Yep, yeah, it has a whole new custom chain tensioner.
And it's, I mean, essentially a quick release, right?
Yeah.
So what does it take to pull those pedals
So
on and
really,
off?
like, you just have to take the chain and pull it off this chain ring in the front, and then the whole front boom can be disconnected from the frame. So if you need to transport it and take the front part off, you can.
Yeah, so for transporting it, you can really shorten this up quite a bit. We also have, like, if you wanted to ride this around and didn't even want to pedal, you could put on one of our skid plate bumpers, right?
Yeah,
and
you could just get rid of the pedals altogether if you wanted.
that just pops right on.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got this set up right now with pedal assist, right?
Yes.
So now I can't see your feet. Are you actually pedaling, or are you just
I'm pedaling.
Oh, okay, so you're pedaling.
I'm actually pedaling.
Okay, now how does it feel pedaling an extra 250 pounds around?
Really, it's really not too bad. Obviously, when you're first starting off, getting going, you feel it more than if it's just one rider, obviously. But especially with the automatic, Enviolo automatic, it shifts up for you really nice, and you just feel a nice, constant, smooth pace when you're pedaling.
I'm hearing this little purr every once in a while. A little purr, a little whine. That's the Enviolo automatic, right?
Yep.
That's giving us, what, a 380% gear range?
Yep.
We're gonna be testing that, right? We're gonna see.
We're gonna be going up a hill.
So we got a 1,000 watt motor, and you are pedaling, both of us.
Yep.
And this quad. You're going to be pedaling us up the hill.
So yeah, we'll be really putting it to the test.
Now that Enviolo automatic, the cool thing about it, right, is there is no user intervention. Like, you don't need to shift at all.
Nope.
You just get in it, and whether you're pedaling or just the motor's going, or even if the motor's off and you're only pedaling, it's going to choose the gearing, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, you just got to start pedaling and it does the rest.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, and it feels really good. I feel like it's the perfect thing for a tandem like this. So I just have a nice steady pace going.
Okay.
And I don't really have to worry about it at all.
Now I gotta say, it feels very smooth, and you've been hitting some bumps, and you've been you know, we've been going off into the shoulder a little bit. This suspension in the back, that uses 2 coilover shocks, right?
Yeah.
Those springs are rated at, what, 650 pounds, I believe?
I think they're 550.
So we got the 550 springs on this. So you got about 4 inches in the back, and then the articulation's a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can really feel that. I mean, this combined with this padded seat here, this just feels so nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Now in the front, you also have about 1 inch of travel that's built into the spindles.
Yeah, the
right?
suspension spindles. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're running these 26-inch tires. Which tires are these?
These are the Continental Urban Stealth.
The Urban Stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really nice and smooth and quiet. Yeah,
They're nice.
I'm really liking this. Okay, so we went over some railroad tracks earlier. I want to really pay attention to these bumps on this, you know. Yeah, that is smooth.
Oh, that feels good.
That is really nice and smooth here.
All right, we're coming up on our hill.
Okay, so we're climbing. Well, you're climbing.
I'm climbing. I'm only on level 5 right now.
Okay, so we're on level 5 now. Our motor programming and display is set up for how many levels of assist?
We have 9 levels of assist, so I just bumped it up all the way to 9. This feels good. I'm not even having to pedal too hard.
So we're in level 9 right now. You're pedaling. It's you and the motor, right?
Yes, yeah, the motor's assisting me.
So how much would you guess is you versus the motor at this point?
Probably 25% me.
Okay.
I would say.
All right.
I would be really struggling right now, I think, if the
was
motor
just
wasn't
you,
helping me. Yeah.
So if it was just you, you might want a little extra gear.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta say, like, I have climbed this hill so many times. Right? That was the absolute easiest time I ever had getting up that hill.
That was no problem.
I felt like I didn't have to do anything. Oh wait, yeah.
All you had to do is sit back and relax.
All I had to do was sit back, relax, and not spin fast.
And not spin fast. I'm spinning.
So the handling on this feels absolutely great. But I'm not the one that's steering and riding this. You know, you're turning some bigger wheels than normal. How does that steering feel?
I mean,
when you're
really,
turning?
for me, it doesn't feel any different than our regular eQuads.
Okay.
Handles just the same. Really, it's just, there's just more weight because there's a second rider, but really it handles great. Like, I don't feel like the frame's any bigger.
And the steering doesn't really feel any heavier?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say, you know, I do feel I'm up higher. So I'm a couple inches higher than you. What am I, about 3 inches taller right now than you? With these bigger wheels, we're probably 4 or 5 inches taller than our average eQuad build, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this double tandem setup here is definitely going to be something that we're offering. We've had a lot of people ask about it over the years. I think it just took the right guy to come to us and say, hey, I really need you to make me one. And so we said, all right, we're going to do it.
Got us to do it.
And now we got it. Now we're here. We're riding this. And this is absolutely fantastic. Now, as we start heading towards down the hill, I got to tell you, you know, going up the hill, slow speeds, I've been fine. Going down the hill, I'm a little worried here, you know, about how stable this is going to feel. So, you know, let's take it easy. Now this is set up with our hydraulic brakes, right? Okay, good. Now, for the most part, I'm leaning a little bit, but I'm trying to let the quad determine what it's going to do. So right now we're going, your speed says 28, 29 miles an hour. We're still climbing.
Yep.
This feels rock solid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
No, I'm not worried at all. I feel secure. Yeah, I feel stable.
This feels totally stable. Like, absolutely fantastic back here. Now, I know that we put a seatbelt on here. So we've got a seatbelt, which I'm not wearing, but these armrests, I feel, are essential. You know?
Oh yeah.
These armrests are just really doing a good job. They're holding me in. Not only are they giving me that support, but I'm also just feeling very comfortable. I mean, this gives me just a great place to put my arm.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised how easy it was to climb the hill. That worked really good. I think I even had a harder time with the Cat 4 with a pinion and a 10-speed or roll-off or whatever it was.
This is really a good measurement for people when they ask, you know, how strong is a 1,000-watt motor? And it's kind of crazy because, you know, we're building quads now that have 7,000 watts, you know, with 4 motors on them and that are completely kind of over the top. A 1,000-watt motor is probably 4 to 5 times more powerful than the average rider themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, most people, when they're riding, a casual rider is maybe putting out 100 to 200 watts. 200 watts is a lot of power, you know, especially when you consider a lot of the torque-based pedal assist motors, like the Bosch motors and the Shimano motors, those are rated at 250 watts. And so we've got a 1,000-watt motor here.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's doing a great job.
Yeah, and you compile that with your pedal power, you can really push through a lot of stuff.
Right. So one thing I gotta know, when we were coming out here, when we started out, I was peeking over your shoulder and I see that we're doing right about 13, 14 miles an hour now, right? Going down that hill, we hit 30.
Yeah.
Climbing up the hill, we were doing about 8 or 9, you know, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But how fast can we go on the flat?
That's a good question.
We got to see it.
All right.
Let's go, Garrett. I got to see how fast we could go on this thing.
I'm going to try to pass Garrett.
So you're pedaling, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're pedaling. We're in level 9. We're on pretty much a flat stretch. We're doing 22 miles an hour. How hard are you pedaling?
I mean, I'm not like pedaling as hard as I can, but pretty hard.
Okay.
I'm not really pushing myself too
So
hard.
would you say the motor right now is it topping out, or you still got more
I
juice?
think I could pass Garrett,
He's got more juice. Let's go. Let's get as fast as we can go. Okay, guys.
I got him.
So, all right, we're 25 miles an hour. We're creeping up. Hayden's giving it all he's got. Can we get 26? 26? We're 25, 25.6.
25.6.
25.6, okay. All right, let's let Garrett catch up with us now. Okay. Okay, so 25.6. Now that's after we've climbed a hill, and I know that this battery that's on there was one that you guys were using yesterday.
Yeah, we did a couple test rides. So
okay. Yesterday, I know you and Holden, you got this up to what?
27.
27.
Yeah, that was with a freshly charged battery.
Okay, there you go, guys. We got 27 miles an hour on the flats, and that's with Hayden here pedaling.
Yep.
Again, I'm not pedaling, guys. I'm just here for the ride. Downhill, we hit right at 30.
That was with no pedaling, no throttle.
Right. Absolutely great. What would you say is our voltage right now?
It is at, so it's saying 51.
51, okay.
Yeah.
A fully charged battery, guys, is 54.6 volts, and we're at 51 right now. So what percentage is that telling us?
It's reading still about 80% right now.
So yeah, so we're about 80%.
Yeah.
Okay. Climb a big hill, towing around a big guy, and you're gonna use some juice.
Oh yeah.
Back in the shop.
Bring it back in.
Let's go back in. All right, guys. Well, we're heading back to the shop. We made it. That was about the funnest loop yet.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Really good for you back there.
All right, guys. We're back in the shop. Hayden got his workout today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That felt pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. It was really stable.
Yeah.
Smooth ride.
Absolute blast. And obviously this kind of build is not going to be for everybody, but it really does go to show, how strong is a 1,000-watt motor. We had that 1,000-watt motor here paired with the Enviolo AutomatiQ.
Yeah.
And it's towing a pretty big machine, and it's got 2 guys on it. We were still able to go 26 miles an hour with Hayden pedaling and 30 miles an hour down a hill.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. And absolutely smooth ride.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of platform, what's really great about this is it's very adaptable, very customizable. So we put the seat on here in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But this could also be set up with a cargo deck of, you could turn this into a pickup truck if you wanted
totally.
to, right?
Have a little bed back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know on the back here, so we actually make a hitch that you can put on the back here and you can tow a trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then on this one, I know that we actually put one of our front bumper style hitches on the back.
Yeah.
Now, I know why we did that, because initially we wanted to give them the option if they wanted to take this seat and actually flip it around the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So you could take this seat and you can flip it around so it faces backwards.
Yeah, have a rear facing.
And then you could put one of our skid plate bumpers on the back, or we can put a quick release rack or something, and it would just have this one pin on there.
Yeah, totally.
And then I see this has our light kit built on it.
Yeah, this has our integrated lights, and also it has turn signals too. I set up turn signals in it, so we have a little switch back here.
Oh wow!
Have do our little blinkers for each side.
It's got indicators right on it. Okay.
Left and right.
And then it's got headlights in the front.
And then this is the headlights.
Okay. Awesome. This whole front boom section here, this is our new quick release pedal boom.
Yep.
So this whole setup here can come on and off with our one hitch pin. So this pulls out, and then this whole thing can just come
Just
right
lifts
off.
right off, yeah.
And we've got this spring-loaded tensioner here, which really makes it easy to adjust, right?
Yeah.
For the rider. So this bottom bracket here with this chain ring, it can slide along this whole section here.
Yeah, however long your legs are. And then the seat's adjustable too, so you can slide the seat back and forward.
Just like a car, so it has this lever, you pull that, you can slide the seat forward and backwards. I noticed that the rear has that too.
Yep.
And then the rear has these adjustable foot pads, so these can go up and down as well. So you can really kind of dial this in. So these can go up and down, the seat can go forward or backwards.
Yeah.
And then these armrests, they can also swing out to the side, and then they can change the angle. So if you have a smaller, bigger rider on the back.
Yeah, you can angle them in and out.
Right. The handlebars are also adjustable. So this does use our tiller steering, very intuitive. And then these handlebars, they can also fold completely out of the way. So if you're loading this into something or storing it, the back of the seats, they can just fold forward. The handlebars can fold forward, and this whole boom arrangement can just come off. Well, again, this is Ashley and Hayden at Utah Trikes. We hope that you enjoyed taking a ride with us today on a quad. And even if you're not into quads, we hope you learned something about 1,000-watt motors, how fast you can go, how much power they've got. Maybe you even got to experience a little bit of that sweet Enviolo sound.
Yeah, we love that.
I love that.
The sound of
I
that
love
shifting,
that sound. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, as we like to say, relax, spin fast, and
ride
trikes or quads, or don't even spin. Just sit in the back and enjoy the ride.
And relax.
All right, guys. See you next time.